Right, so I hope the sound works well. Anyway, I haven't been streaming for a long time, and I'm doing today for the first time because I'm feeling good. There's sunshine out there, and I'm trying to do some work in this lovely Friday afternoon. Yeah, sorry, I have the sun shining on my face, so that's why you'll see. It's real sunshine. The background is fake, but the sunshine is real. Okay, so what I'm actually doing, I'm trying to train a model for my Raspberry Pi camera, and I want to make sure it's very specific for the things I'm expecting to detect in my garden. What I have a fox. In fact, I have like plenty of foxes in my garden, right? So one thing I want to do is to make sure that my model is perfect at detecting foxes. I also have cats. Cats, I have plenty as well. Not mine, thankfully. There's just stray cats, I think. They come quite often. Then I have birds, and then I have people, our family, which I don't really want to record. So that's why I want to also make sure this model can detect people, but then I can choose to ignore it. Yeah, so what I'm actually doing right now, I've already created a data set on Kaggle, and I can show you that. It's a bit raw. I normally edit everything before I post it. And in fact, I haven't told anyone I'm going to go live today, so I'm not expecting to have lots of people asking questions. So, okay, so okay, Kaggle. If you watch my channel, you'll know that Kaggle is. I like to learn on Kaggle, and I also I've been creating some code there. Not a lot, but I have two notebooks. One notebook is public, and the other one I'm working on it. So let me just find my work. I don't do a lot of things on Kaggle, right? So you don't see, there's not much activity here for me. Anyway, I have here a Raspberry Pi wildlife detector. I've created a training data set. Right now it has bird, cats, and foxes. I'm on version 3. I'm going to increase this to at least, I'm going to have 5 classes in total. Right now I have birds, cats, and foxes. But then I also want to have people, and I want to have anything else. In my garden, it's very specific. I don't expect to see lots of, I don't know, like, I want to make sure, right? The goal, I want to make sure that if there is no one in the garden, not even a bird, I don't want to detect anything, right? I don't want to say, oh, there's a tree there. It doesn't matter for me. I don't care. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to capture a 5th class, which will have lots of. I probably will use pictures from my garden for that. Okay. So the strategy I've been using for this data set, I've been collecting images from the internet, not from my own camera. And these are going to be used for the training and the validation data set. Mind the noise, I have family, so they might make some yelling and screaming. Yeah, so don't worry about it if you hear any screaming. Right, so the training and validation data set is going to be coming from what's already there, right? So these are going to be the pictures I'm going to be using. So I've collected, so far I have like 500 foxes, and thousands of cats and thousands of birds, yeah. Funnily enough, it's harder to find pictures of foxes than everything else. Don't speak. I'm on YouTube, yeah? 1 second. Let me just do something. All right, so I had some interruption. My son has done a Lego of, assembled a Lego of Darth Vader. Took him 5 hours. Okay, so you can see here this data set. And I'll explain as well. This might not be obvious. You might be thinking, okay, why don't I just take pictures from my camera and use that as my the whole of my data set? I could do that. But then I would be making my life more difficult, because by using my training data, the whole of the training data from my garden, it would, the model itself would probably memorize certain specific things about my garden, which would not be would not generalize. That means if I gave you okay, for my garden, it probably would be working fine, so the camera would be able to detect anything and I wouldn't see anything surprising. It would be okay. But if I try to use the same machine learning model somewhere else, in someone else's garden or in some other lighting condition or somewhere else in the world, it wouldn't work very well. So what I'm actually trying to do is to make sure that this model will be applicable to any kind of scenario in my face. So I'm taking pictures of the internet in very random backgrounds, okay? And in this way, I will hopefully be able to get some good results. But okay, the validation, the training and the validation data set are from the internet, of data sets I've collected, also from Kaggle. I've took some data sets from Kaggle and added them here. But the test data set is not actually used for training the model. It's only used to evaluate the model. So I'm going to actually pick some pictures from my camera, and I'm going to use that as a test data set. Because at the end of the day, I want to deploy this machine learning model in the camera that's in my garden. I hope that makes sense. And I hope my microphone is working, because otherwise I would have been talking. I've been talking for nothing. Okay. All right. So. All right, I need to actually have a break. I need to take care of some family things.